Hello, Julia.
Hey, how are you?
Is your class finished?
Yes, I finished my geography class just now. How about you?
Me too. Today, an official from the European Commission came to do a lesson on the history of European institutions,
Can you remind me what class you are taking?
history and law of the European Union.
Wow, interesting. And tell me, exactly what do you study in this class?
My class lasts for one semester, during which we analyze different topics. I go in order. What is the European Union? Then we study the history of its evolution and the most important stages of the European integration process.
And how would you define it? I mean, to give a definition of the European Union today.
Well, it's simple. The European Union today is an economic and political partnership among 27 European countries. It was created in 1958 as the European Economic Community by Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. All its actions are based on treaties signed voluntarily and democratically by all member countries. I remember Schumann's words. He said something like, "You cannot safeguard world peace without making creative efforts proportionate to the dangers that threaten it."
Yes, I remember too. It is strange if you think that in EU there are 27 member states, but there are 24 languages spoken. Is that right?
Yes, and what more?
Well, the single currency is the euro. Also, it has over 400 million inhabitants.
Yes, and he celebrates his day on May 9.
Happy Europe Day!
It is very important to know that the values on which it is based are different. Freedom, justice, dignity, democracy, equality, rule of law, again, human rights. These values are the fruit of a long process of integration and inclusion.
It's an interesting, unique historical pathway.
They've written so many treatises from 1957 to the present. Even if I think one aspect that concerns us closely happened in 1987. Do you remember that?
Of course, Erasmus Programme, the possibility of being able to study and live in another European country, kind of like we are doing now.
Dream of working one day in European institutions.
Do you have any preference?
If I could choose at the European Parliament in one of its three locations, Brussels, Strasbourg, or Luxembourg, I would also like to be able to work at the European Council here in Brussels.
What other European institutions are based in Luxembourg?
The Council of the European Union, which is also based here in Brussels, but also the European Commission, whose representative offices you find all over Europe. Then you also find in Luxembourg the European Court of Justice and the Court of Auditors.
And the European Central Bank in Frankfurt. The European Union offers opportunities for everyone. You can study, work, live in Europe. You will always be at home.
It's true. I would not have imagined a few years ago that I would spend a study period outside of France.
There are so many areas of focus and European priorities.
Yes, for example, agriculture, business and industry, competition, culture, development and cooperation, education, training and youth, employment and social affairs.
Energy, environment, food security, foreign and security policy, health,
Human rights and democracy, civil protection, justice and fundamental rights, regional policy, research and innovation, single market, taxation, trade, transport, and I think that's it.
Hi guys, how are you?
Welcome. Stay with us. Here we talk about the European Union.
Not only history. We are also speaking about opportunities for us.
Are you talking about programs like Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps?
Yes, I also talk about those programs, but also other initiatives such as Youth Dialogue, European Youth Week, online campaigns for youth inclusion and participation.
These are initiatives designed to foster civic participation and engagement, promote solidarity and volunteerism, help young people like us to emancipate ourselves.
The opportunities are really many.
We need to find the one that suits us best.
It's late, I have to go. Thank you guys for the pleasant talk. Have a good evening.